Today is Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2020, and this is our English lesson for today. The stuff that we're going to need is the same stuff that we've been using before for our main English lesson, your orange book if you still have it, or a piece of paper if you're using paper instead, and a pencil. And if you're taking part in the challenge, it's the same one from Monday because it's quite a long challenge. So we're going to do the same one for the whole week. So you don't have to gather anything new if you started the challenge yesterday. If you're starting the challenge today, you need some art supplies. You can draw it, you can paint it, you can use whatever you want. But just now, pause the video and write the date at the top to start our English lesson. Okay, our spelling words for the week are irregular plurals. So a plural means you have more than one, and it's irregular because you're not just changing the last letter, you're not just adding an S or an ES. You're changing quite a lot of the words. So we had calf become calves, knife, knives, loaf, loaves, and when you say it, you can't hear those extra letters, but there's a lot of change. So our spelling words for today: calves, knives, loaves, shelves, wolves, loaves, men, people, mice, and children. You can copy them down, or you can do your own spelling task. It is up to you. Stop the video and do your first spelling. For our spelling task here, I want you to correct the sentence by using the correct plural. So we've got sentences 1, 2, and 3, and I've used the incorrect plural in the sentence. And to help you out, I've made it bold. So what I want you to do is you're going to copy down the sentences and try and put in the correct plural. So number 1, lots of mans walked across the battlefield. Number 2, the baker baked multiple loaves in the morning. And last one, there were 30 childs in the classroom. So I've not used the correct plural. I want you to think about which one it would be. Stop the video here, and when you come back, we will correct it. Right, number 1, lots of mans walked across the battlefield. So the plural of man is not mans, it's men. So it should be lots of men walked across the battlefield. Number 2, the baker baked multiple loaves in the morning. The plural of loaf, so a piece of bread, is loaves, but it's not spelled like that. It's L-O-A-V-E-S. And our last one, there were 30 childs in the classroom. Well, the plural of child isn't child, it's children. There were 30 children. C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N. There were 30 children in the classroom. For our spag today, our spelling, punctuation, and grammar, we are learning to using the, a, or an. So we have A, B, and C here, sentences that might not use the correct article. It might not use the, a, or an correctly. So we're going to read through them. I want you to have a go of changing them by yourself, and then we will correct them. So A, the fastest land animal is an cheetah, and the largest land animal is a elephant. B, a children had a sandwich and an apple for lunch. C, it was a cold Sunday morning, so the clothes didn't dry on the washing line. Think about those sentences, copy them down, and change the articles. So the, a, or an. Pause the video here, go and have a go. Okay, the first sentence, the fastest land animal is an cheetah, and the largest land animal is a elephant. So an cheetah doesn't make sense because cheetah doesn't have the vowel sound at the start. It should be a cheetah. And the largest land animal is a elephant. Well, it's got the vowel sound at the start of elephant, so we need to change that to an elephant. B, a children had a sandwich and an apple for lunch. A children doesn't make sense. It should be the children had a sandwich and an apple for lunch. It's got the vowels at the beginning, So it's an apple. And our last one, it was a cold Sunday morning, so the clothes didn't dry on the washing line. The is being used correctly here, and a is being used correctly here, so we don't have to make any changes to that sentence. Now, yesterday we started our new Waltz, or we are learning to summarize information using subheadings and bullet points. So just a quick reminder, we skim the ideas of the text to find out what it's about. We might get rid of some sentences that we don't need, and we might highlight or quickly note down some key ideas or key words. Now, yesterday you wrote all about Zeus. So you had your subheading being Zeus. You had an introductory sentence where you told me a little bit about Zeus, and then we used bullet points to take a few facts about Zeus and put them on our work. So today we're doing quite similar. We're starting with a subheading, we've got an introductory sentence, and then we're using some bullet points to note information about our god. The change today is that we are doing Poseidon. So the first thing you need to do is to write Poseidon's name on your piece of paper and then underline it because it's a subheading. So go and do that just now. Pause the video here. Okay, in purple, I've got my opening sentence now about Poseidon. Poseidon was an especially important god to sailors and fishermen, and you can see I've used an because especially has the vowel sound at the beginning. So not Poseidon was a especially important god, was an especially important god. Now, if you fast forward ahead in the video, you'll get your 3 paragraphs about Poseidon, which I will read and you can read yourself. If you would rather do your own research on your computer or your phone or your tablet, that is absolutely fine as well. So what you need to do is stop the video here, fast forward, and we'll read it together, or go and do a little bit of research and come up with an introduction sentence for Poseidon. So stop the video here and go and do your purple sentence. If you want to, you can take mine and change some of the words. Okay, if you look at the work that I've put in green, I've got 3 bullet points. So I'm looking now for 3 facts about Poseidon. So my first one, he carries a trident. You can borrow that as well, as long as you know what a trident is. Or you can come up with 3 of your own, using the information in the video, or research. Do a little bit of research into Poseidon, or it could be things that you remember from school. It's up to you. Pause the video and do that just now, please. Okay, now that you've done your bullet points, so you have your subheading, your statement, and your bullet points, take a photo, take some evidence, and make sure you send it to me on Class Dojo, please. Right, we've got lots of information on this page, but remember we are summarizing. We're not having to copy it all down, we're taking important facts. So I will read it, and you can pause the video and read it yourself. Or remember, you can also do your own research on Poseidon. So Poseidon was the god of the sea, earthquakes and horses. The symbols, so pictures that were used that would link to Poseidon. Trident, dolphin, horse, bull and fish. His parents were Cronus and Rhea. Children, Orion, Triton, Theseus. And he lives in Mount Olympus and the ocean. And when the Romans changed the names of the Greek gods, they changed Poseidon to Neptune. So Poseidon is a god in Greek mythology and one of the 12 Olympians. He is one of the 3 most powerful Greek gods, along with Zeus and Hades, and rules over the ocean and all bodies of water. He was especially important to Greek sailors and fishermen. Poseidon is pictured with a 3-pronged spear called a trident. He usually has curly hair and a beard. Sometimes he is shown riding his chariot, which is pulled by hippocampuses. So that's a mythological creature, horses that have fish tails. Poseidon had complete power and control over the ocean. He could create storms to sink ships or clear weather to help them along. He also could cause earthquakes on land, which earned him the title Earthshaker. Poseidon was the son of Cronus and Rhea, the king and queen of the Titans, After being born, Poseidon was swallowed by his father Cronus because of a prophecy that said Cronus's children would someday overthrow him. Poseidon was eventually saved by his younger brother, Zeus. So this is the information you can use to do your summary of Poseidon. Or you can use the information from school that you already know, or you can do your own research. Now for anyone that's just starting the challenge today, if you go to Class Dojo, on the portfolio there's instructions for you to create the wooden horse, but you don't have to just draw the horse. You can create it from cardboard or you can build it. And remember, you have this challenge for the week because it's quite a big challenge to do. If you do finish it today, take a photo, take some evidence and send it into Class Dojo. Well done, guys.